what's up guys, and welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel. So today I'm super excited. So today we'll be starting a new segment called I Just Caught an L. So basically, I Just Caught an L is all about sneaker drops, sneaker news and sneaker gossip, basically, and just what's happening in the sneaker world, the fashion world. I'll try putting some fashion, but just about what's happening in the sneaker world. So that's going to be super exciting. So yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. We're past 1,000 subscribers, so we're on our way to 10k. So guys, subscribe, like. So today's episode, first episode of I Just Caught it Out. It's so crazy because I launched the segment today, and I just caught it out. So if you guys don't know, the shoe that dropped today in South Africa was the Jordan 4 white Oreo. It's speckled, and I think Shelf Life was the one that dropped it, and we had like one out of 60 chance to actually get the shoe, and obviously I took it out. But anyways, let's just get to what this episode will be about. So today's episode will be covering topics like, Nike's recent collaboration woes, is Nike getting desperate, is Virgil doing too much? We speak about the new adidas stores opening in Santa, and lastly, we talk about the sneaker drops that are happening for the month of July. So let's get started. So as you guys know, Nike has been collaborating with a lot of other brands for their Dunks, for their Jordans, and a lot of people that I've been seeing on social media believe that it's doing a bit too much. And somewhat I agree, somewhat I don't. I agree with the fact that they are doing a lot, but I also suppose, as a brand or as a corporate, you actually, at the end of the day, you want to take advantage of the hype that is surrounding your brand. So for instance, with the Nike Dunk, the low and the highs, they are literally collaborating with everyone. And it seems to be that they're not well thought collaborations, not in-house nor out-house, it's just they're collaborating with everyone. Whereas you will see brands as New Balance collaborating with AMD and Door, they're collaborating with Joe Fresh Goods, so Salahay Bemberry with the latest New Balance silhouette, So it seems that they are having collaborations that are way more thought of, whereas Nike is just collaborating with everyone. Everyone comes up with an idea, Nike will do it. So I think we can count, it's more than 10 collaborators they've had throughout this year, and that's just the first 6 months of this year. So people do believe that Nike is doing too much. And I think the nail in the final coffin of people believing that Nike is doing too much was the Nike Louis Vuitton collaboration that's just been launched. I think last year the photos were leaked. Now, don't get me wrong, it makes sense because Virgil Abloh, who's the men's creative director for LV, he runs Off-White, and they do a lot of collaborations with Nike and Jordan. So it kind of makes sense for them to collaborate with Nike, LV to collaborate with Nike. But as I read some Highest Nobility article, they believe that this Nike collaboration with LV is just a glorified bootleg, which kind of makes sense because if you look at people like the shoe surgeon who does collabs, who does customization, it just looks like a customized Air Force One. So I'm looking at the photos that they've given us. I mean, there's this one with the shiny metal on the toe box, so it's silver, black, yellow, and blue, and it just looks hideous. Now my problem is, are you now just trying to sell product and not really making collaborations that will last? Or are you just working off the hype and just making shoes that will be trendy? Like as Nike and LV, you don't want your brand to just be known as a brand that just hops on trends, that like this would be hype for the month that it releases and then it's dead. You kind of want your collaborations to last. You want people to be excited for the re-release of their collaboration. Like for example, the Air Max 90 Bacons. It released in the early 2000s, released again this year, and people were so hyped for the shoe. So as a marketing individual that works for Nike, don't you think about these things? And I mean, and there's other colorways that I can see. I mean, they made this high top LV. So they made the low top LV. The white one looks pretty dope, I must say. It has the qualitedness. It looks pretty dope. But when you like scroll through and then you look at the high top version of it, it just looks hideous. I mean, they've managed to put two tongues on the tongue, and it says Louis Vuitton Air. I mean, is it necessary? Obviously your hype beast will go for it, but I mean, is it really necessary for you to do that? You're just trying to take money from us now. I personally won't buy it because I know it'll be priced at an exorbitant amount that I cannot afford, you know. But if someone wants to send me the shoe, I wouldn't be mad at having the shoe in my collection. So now we look at the other colorway. The other colorway consists of, now I must say, the white and red, I think it's like an off-white or sail white with the LV and the LV monogram on the shoe. I must admit, this shoe looks lovely. But then again, there was no need for that shoe. You could have just made this colorway on your Nike ID. So, like I said, I just feel like there's no need. I mean, there's a black and white colorway, there's a blue and white, the same as the red and white. You could have just made this a Nike ID for all I care. And then you go to for me personally, is the ugliest. So, you know, you get your classic LV box, LV suitcase with those dark brown and light brown squares on it. And Virgil's just managed to make a mess of this shoe. I think this was just a hype beast shoe that dropped. It's like the same dunk that he tried to drop 50 colorways of that literally look the same. So I just think it's a money-making scheme now. And plus, when we move on to the off-white Air Jordan 2 low, it's another shoe that Virgil seems to be taking money from us. So if you look now, we're going to the Air Jordan 2 low. There was no need. I suppose now when you go into StockX, you'll find that Air Jordan 2 is a much higher price now. Even though it was a shoe that mostly was hated by Michael Jordan and other people, it does not get the love that it truly deserves. I mean, there are some awesome colorways of the Air Jordan 2, but the silhouette itself is not a fan favorite for collectors like myself. Don't get me wrong, I really do love the Air Jordan 2 silhouettes. I love the white and gray, and I love the OG Chicago colorway. But when we do look at the lows that Virgil has started, let me see if I can get some better photos for you guys. Okay, so I couldn't find any other photos on the page, but anyways, you can see that he's gonna drop it in two colorways. So the one colorway is it seems like it's normal white on the top and an off-white color on the midsole with like some vintage. It goes to show that it makes the shoe look like it's being worn, like the person had it for a long time in the collection, which is on trend because it's like a massive trend on TikTok for people to make it seem like their shoes are vintage and old. And then he drops it in a blue and black colorway, which is hideous with pink laces. So for me personally, I think that there's no need for this. I think Virgil needs to actually take a break on his Jordan collaborations. I believe he's doing too much. You'll see brands that have fallen off and just become, I wouldn't say fallen off, but they're still making money, but they've kind of become like a douchebag brand. Like, sadly, Off-White is becoming that douchebag brand, and you can add other brands like Palm Angels and what other brand would be there? Palm Angels, Off-White, and Fear of God, which is so unfortunate because when I would like to believe when they did start this, they loved fashion so much they wanted to, you know, like they want everyone to have it and everyone to witness it, not a specific demographic of douchebag people to wear it, you know. So that is highly unfortunate that, you know, it's come to that now. It's come to that. So I'm really sad, and I don't feel like I need an Off-White Jordan at the moment. I think the perfect time for when Virgil should have stopped was that Off-White 4, the sale. You should have done the 10, you should have done his other colorways of the Jordan 1, and then stopped at the 4. Then I would have think that would have been perfect. You would have just left at an amazing high, you know, and then maybe 2 years after that, you can drop another Off-White collaboration. And that's just my opinion on that. Now we're moving on to what Adidas is doing in South Africa. So recently Adidas has just opened up a store. So they opened up the store on the 25th of this month. And my, the store is amazing. Obviously they have a DJ, they went all out for the opening of the store, but that won't continue. But if you've like gone to the major malls in Johannesburg, you got Mall of Africa, Menlyn Mall, and Sandton. So in Mall of Africa, they have 3 Adidas stores in the mall. So what the Adidas store in Sandton managed to do is that they managed to bring in all the stores and make one big flagship store. So you have a such a dope original section. You have performance section and you have other sections. What I did see is that there is a section where you can customize your t-shirts, which is so cool. Like imagine you just get a normal Adidas t-shirt and just making it your own, one of one, which I think is so cool. And I think that's a huge step for Adidas themselves. I think at the moment they probably have the best store in South Africa out of the big three brands, you know, including Nike, Adidas, Reebok, whatever, New Balance. They probably they probably have the best flagship store in South Africa. So big ups to the Adidas South African team. So the last segment that we will be covering now is the upcoming sneaker releases for the month of July. So the month of June was really good. I think South Africa, we managed to get the Oreo White 4s before anybody else. But let's just go through the July drops for this coming month. So 1st of July, they have the New Balance Kawhi New Money. So if you guys are a fan of New Balance basketball, a fan of Kawhi, this shoe will be going for $160. You guys can do the math from South Africa. And this will be released on the 1st of July 2021. I don't know if it doesn't really say there will be any global releases, so I don't know. I'm just gonna have to. I don't actually think New Balance South Africa actually stocks the Kawhi basketball shoes, if I'm not mistaken. Then you have also dropping that day, you have the Nike Zoom Freak 3. So basically that's going to be dropping globally on the Nike store. So if you're from South Africa, you will be able to cop it on Nike.com. So this is the third iteration of the Giannis line with Nike, the Nike Zoom Freak 3. I must say it does look like a KD/PG, PG4, whatever silhouettes. So I'm not too sure. I think they're still trying to find their balance with Giannis. This is Giannis's brand with Nike. Then on the 1st, we also have the Air Jordan 6 women's gold hoops. This is I think the raffle is running for in South Africa at the moment. So if you guys really want to pick this shoe up, it would be cool. This says it released on the 1st of July. I do think you'll probably be able to pick it up on sneakers. This will be going for $190. So normally a Jordan 6 and SA goes for like $3,000, 3.1 or above there. So yeah. Also, one of the shoes that I'm really looking forward to, hopefully I can get, is the Bodega times New Balance 990 V3 anniversary. Love this shoe. Hopefully it drops in SA, and this also drops in the 1st. Now the 2nd of July, you get Puma. So Puma's is collabed with Haribo to release 3 different colors of the Puma suede. You get the red, the green, and the yellow. And this will set you back $80. I don't know if it will be releasing in South Africa though. I haven't really seen it on the Puma South African site. But we do tend to get quite a bit of the collabs. And then we go to the Palace Skateboards times Vans. So my. It's so cool to see that two predominantly skater brands have collabed now. So this is releasing on the 2nd of July. Then we go to the Nike Air Huarache Rattan. I don't know if it's Rattan or Rattan, but the colorway is salmon white, pink glaze, sea glass Rattan, I suppose. So this will probably also drop on Nike.com. So if you're from South Africa, you'll be able to pick it up, and this will be going for $120. It drops on the July 2nd. Now globally, the Air Jordan 4 Retro White Oreo drops globally on the 3rd of July. Now, if you're in South Africa, it's dropped early. Like the raffle went yesterday, and I caught an owl. This will set you back $190. Like I said, $3,000 plus on Nike.com, and it will be on sneakers. So if you guys are trying to get the shoe, good luck. And then on the 7th of July, you got some cool, if you're into Crocs. And what I have been seeing is that Crocs in South Africa has been getting collabs, which is cool. I think Limcus also stocks Crocs, so if you're looking for Crocs from Limcus, you should get it. And I hope that they get the collabs as well. The Ron English times Crocs Party Animal Collection is dropping on July 7th. So this will set you back $34.99 to $64.99. And then on July 8th, you get the Air Jordan 13 Low GS Very Berry. I'm not too much of a fan of the 13 Lows. I don't think South African people will pick it up. I don't think we are big on the 13 Lows. And I remember when the 13 Highs, I think it was the royal blue, I'm not mistaken, or the green and white. They set for it, but the sneakerheads that have been into Jordan for the longest time managed to pick them up. So yeah, and then July 8th you get the Nike Dunk Low Women's Laser Orange. Actually, this dropped earlier this month in SA. So if you missed that drop, don't forget to hit on Nike.com to get it. It will drop on the July 8th for $100. Normally it drops between 12 and 1 in South Africa. So yeah. Don't forget. Ooh, and this is super cool. So on July 9th, we got the Golf 4 times Converse Chuck 70 Yellow Flame. This looks awesome. No price to be determined, but normally the highs go for between 1699 and 1899 SA, so that would be cool. Then on the 10th of July, you have the Air Jordan 3 Racer Blue. Lovely, quality looks amazing. This drops on July 10th. This will probably set you back 3,000 Rand plus, and it will be dropping on Nike.com, so don't forget that. Now for the LeBron fans, the Nike LeBron 8 South Beach is dropping on the July 10th as well at the same day. There's so many, actually July 10th there's some heat dropping, my god. So yeah, the Nike LeBron 8 South Beach, this will probably set you back $200, so that will probably be quite expensive in SA, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so moving on. The July 16th will have the Looney Tunes pack that's been dropping, I think. But they're saying that the Converse, oh yeah, so they have all the release dates. So the Space Jam and New Legacy times Converse Pro Leather Lola. Let me see if I can see it here. Oh, they're not really showing it, but I will get the picture up for you over here. So yeah, so that's all. So most of the dates is dropping on it says on the 16th of July. So I don't know if all of the Looney Tunes pack is dropping. I'm not too sure, but anyways. And then on the 17th of July, you have the Air Jordan Retro 1 High OG Electro Orange. This looks pretty interesting. I know South Africans will probably go crazy for the shoe because you know Air Jordan 1 craze in SA is mad. So this is dropping on the 17th of July. It will go for $170. You know, in SA that's 2699 to 2899. It will be dropping on Nike.com in sneakers. So be prepared to not catch it out. And then on the 27th of July, you have the Nike Dunk High Panda. This is already dropped in SA, but if you did catch it out like myself, I'll probably be on the lookout of this. This will be dropping on the 27th of July, Nike.com. So be on the lookout for that. And then on the 29th of July, it's the big boy. It's the hype boy. It's a Fragment Design times Travis Scott times Air Jordan 1, a high OG. Woo! This quality looks insane. A very, very sought after piece. This probably will be dropping on sneakers as well on the July 29th. And this will be retailing for $200. So it'll be up I think 3K upwards in South Africa. So be a lookout for that. And on the 31st of July, you have the Cause times Sakai times Nike Blazer Low. And this is what I was talking about. Nike is literally collaborating with everyone. So this will be also dropping on Nike.com on the 31st of July. There's no other details on the shoe itself. And then on the 31st of July, the Adidas Yeezy 700 MNVN Blue Tint. I probably will pick this up. This is retailing for $220. Most likely it's going to be retailing for 4,999 Rand in South Africa. And then I don't think this shoe is actually going to drop because Mrs. Bryant is wilding with Nike at the moment. So on the 31st of July, Nike Kobe 6 Protro Mamba Forever. I don't think it's going to drop. And also on the 31st of July, you have the Air Jordan 12 Retro Twist. That will be dropping on the 31st of July. Ooh. And then we have another Joe Fresh Goods collab happening. New Balance 990 V3 times Joe Fresh Goods outside clothes will be dropping on 31st of July as well. Hopefully this drops soon. It drops in SA. And then also on the 31st of July, you have the Adidas Yeezy Foam Runner MX Cream Clay that will be dropping. Oh, actually, two colors. There's another color, the Adidas Yeezy Foam Runner Ochre, so that's like yellow. So we have two Yeezy Foam Runners dropping on 31st July. We have the Off-White times Nike Air Force One University Gold dropping on the 31st of July as well. So these are the sneaker releases for July. I hope you guys got everything. If you're not, you can just rewind, and you can see what you've missed. But I truly hope you guys enjoyed my new segments. I just caught them out. Obviously, I will try to do this weekly, but obviously the sneaker releases will be at the end of this month, the end of July for August, obviously. But sneaker gossip and all those other smooth, cool things will be dropping every week. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the like button, share this video, let your friends know. And this is Josh Dunn signing out. Peace.